Welcome to another episode of the Swarmcast, brought to you by Swarm Pest Control Marketing. If you're looking to take your pest control business to new heights, you're in the right place. In each episode, we've got a hive full of expert insights, strategies, and success stories tailored exclusively for pest control entrepreneurs.
And welcome everybody to episode 3 of the Swarmcast.
Yes.
I got myself, yours truly, Sean Campbell, CMO of Swarm Pest Control Digital Marketing. Thank you.
Awesome.
We got the owner and founder, Wyatt Chambers.
Hello.
How you doing, Wyatt?
I'm doing great.
And last but not least, Lily, the engineer / social media / podcast Padawan.
She's on it.
Woo! So Lily, this is kind of the first Swarmcast where you're gonna be involved in the conversation a little bit. When you woke up this morning, how excited were you about this?
I was so excited. That's all I could think about.
So I do want to do this real quick. It is your birthday this week, so happy early birthday.
Thank you.
We have a tremendous group here, a tremendous culture here.
We really do.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome people here.
Yeah. Amazing people. So happy early birthday.
Thank
You
you.
had a little birthday dinner with your boyfriend last night. That's cute.
Aww.
3 shareables as only a teenage couple.
Oh, I
would
missed
do.
all this. Where was I when you guys were talking about
You were
this?
late. You were late in the
Yeah.
office this morning. Why?
No, I was working from home. Let's start over. I'm never late. I'm always working. There's
That
no
is
punch
true.
in, punch
That's
out.
true.
Not for business owner.
I was trying to take a little left
That's
hook there.
funny.
It got blocked and counter punched real quick. So Wyatt, what's been going on with our development with Swarm? We've had a lot of big steps lately.
Yes,
Yeah.
this thing's been building, right?
Yes.
We're working on a book right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was more of a bigger undertaking than I thought.
Yeah.
We're writing a chapter on AI right now. And every day you see something new about AI.
Are you using AI to write the chapter on AI?
Yes, I am actually. Why not?
Why not?
That would be
There you
hypocrisy
go.
if you didn't.
We got to practice what we preach.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. And I think everybody's beyond just ask ChatGPT a question.
Right.
What else can you do with
Right.
it? That's going to be in the book. So for pest control owners, if you're not using AI right now, you're behind the curve. So
Yeah.
that's a huge piece. Can't wait to put it in the book. We're going to have a podcast just directly on AI itself. I'm not sure if that's going to be next week or next month, but we're going to make sure we get that on the list.
Yeah.
And talk about that heavily.
Yeah.
One that has really caught my eye is chatbots. And we see that, especially in the 7-figure agency. For ones that don't know what that is, that's the top digital marketing agencies in the United States, following a framework, niche specific, and that's what we're doing here.
Yeah.
So we got the book. We're writing on AI, but then there's a lot more even going on that we could talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Real
sure.
quick, I did a poll on LinkedIn recently. If you're on board with AI, have you been using it and you're still kind of, not going to use it at all? Only 17% of the people polled said they're not going to use it or they haven't used it yet.
Wow.
So 83% of the people are on board with AI. This is across all industries, right? So like what you're saying, Wyatt, you're either on board, you're going to catch the train, or you're not going to be left behind. So, yeah.
Well, what we're seeing right now is even people that are doing SEO or digital marketing, they should be all over this.
Right.
As far as LinkedIn, we were just talking about LinkedIn.
Yep.
LinkedIn has it built into it already.
Yeah.
All the tools that we use in the marketing agency, every single one of them has a play on it. And just going back to the time machine, we've been using it for over 2 years. Okay, there was a tool called Jasper.ai. That's been a great tool for writing content.
Yep.
So there's a lot of tools out there besides ChatGPT that you can use in a variety of different ways. But under the content marketing segment of digital marketing, that's huge.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think like for Lily and I, we use Canva, we use Heyork and a few other tools. I think every platform we use has AI incorporated. Yeah. Yeah. So
What about advertising on Facebook?
yeah. I know. I mean, I don't want to give away too much of our secrets. I mean, we do a quality control too. We just don't put it in there and whatever. And we got to personalize it a little bit. But the effectiveness of our ads have honestly, they've gone up since
Yeah.
we began using it. The efficiency of what Lily and I do in the social media department has gone through the roof. That's why her and I are always out to lunch and taking breaks. And by noon, we're done.
Well, it's everybody knows what A/B testing is. Imagine doing A through Z
Right.
because you have the tools to pull that off. You teach it,
Right.
it learns. Now you create variances.
Right.
Tie that into what we call client avatars, our client personas. Now you can put copy that's like, hey, this is our audience. This is who we're going after.
Yeah.
Make sure we write our ads in conjunction with that.
Yeah.
And that's what marketing is, right? Just determining what that audience is. It's testing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speeding that up for sure.
So effectively, Lily and I are testing between 50 and 60 ads the first 2 days for each one of our clients. Each one of you that's listening out there, when we start to work together, we just don't like throw an ad out there and say, good luck. We hope this works.
Spaghetti testing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
We test about 50 to 60 variances of ads. And after 2 days, we turn off the ones that aren't performing, and the ones that are performing well, we put the rest of the budget towards. So we know what we're doing is very effective, and it's partially in conjunction with our use of AI.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes. Well, you asked what else we're doing, so let's talk about podcasting for a little bit. Obviously, this is our podcast.
Yep.
The
Swarmcast.
Yeah, the Swarmcast. How's that going to benefit PCOs, right? Our industry.
Yeah.
How would a podcast benefit them?
Yeah. So anybody that's following us on Facebook, the Swarm on Facebook and LinkedIn, sees what Lily and I do. We take this. It's not just uploaded to YouTube, and it's on Google and Spotify across. What else? Apple.
Yeah.
Right.
Apple. It's on like iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
But Google
Yeah.
Podcasts.
Yeah,
It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's across all. Not only do you have that, but we take this up and we do all the highlights. I know most of the highlights are me because I am the
You're the highlight reel.
I'm the highlight reel, the human highlight. I'm the Dominique Wilkins of podcasting. We'll see whoever gets that reference.
Yeah.
If you get that reference, make something in a comment below, and I'll send you one of our first Swarm shirts that we get.
When are we getting Swarm shirts?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I need to ask the hive mind where we at with our Swarm shirts. We're gonna send out some Swarm shirts.
We kind of conspire to kind of put you on the spot in this podcast.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about
I'm
Arizona.
waiting for my Swarm shirt.
So
I'm
it's
waiting.
recorded.
I was gonna ask Alex Cantu. I'm gonna call him out right now with
Yeah.
Arizona Uniform.
Yep.
This guy is doing uniforms for a couple different industries, but heavily in the car wash industry.
Yeah.
Right? Why is that important? He's the guy that knows how to handle uniform programs, but he also can put things together like this that we're going to get done. So I'm going to call him out and make sure that we can get probably 100 shirts. And
There we go.
Maybe the first,
Alex,
maybe
get us
the
our Swarm shirts.
yeah.
Come on, Alex.
Alex, we're going to get our Swarm shirts, and obviously he's a busy man, so I'll see what he's doing, and maybe we could do something like the first 100 subscribers, we send him a shirt.
Ooh.
What do you think?
So not just a Dominique Wilkins reference, but the human highlight. Where is it? Who is that? Give me something in the comments. Don't just say, Dominic. Don't just reiterate what I just told you. Give me something in the comments. And the first 100 subscribers
Yes.
to our webinar.
Yep. Oh, the webinar.
Let's do
There
the
we go.
webinar.
Okay.
All right.
They're going to learn something.
Yeah. And again, put something in the comments. We'll send you the link to the webinar. And you're going to learn something about, marketing and running your business and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
And you'll get a free shirt.
Yeah. And a free shirt.
What?
So going full loop right here, what we're going to be doing with this, we had a lot of little highlights just in the last couple of minutes. We take the best of the best and we post those across your Facebook, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, So this content that's going to be a 20, 30-minute long Swarmcast is going to be broken up into 5, 6, 7, 8 different other trailers or teasers. So your social media is going to boom with all this video that we're providing you. So it's tremendous that the efficiency of a podcast, the quality of content you're putting out there, and just connecting with your audience.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's huge, and it's under that guise of content marketing,
Right.
Having content to push out there,
Yeah.
and people want to identify and, like you say, connect with it, and that's what the power of social media. Where it should be a part of everybody's digital marketing strategy. And,
Yep. Yep.
it's been there for a long time.
Yeah.
And high five to Sean for all the work that he's done in that arena and taking this to the next level. So Swarm, this is a huge play.
Yep.
Podcasting, webinars, building audiences, which is almost a good segue to LinkedIn. Why would,
And
sure.
the premise of all this is doing exactly what we're doing, is providing you, the audience, value and information to help grow your business.
That's right.
Right? We're very transparent. We're very transparent in what we do and how we do it. And we're very open to your comments and suggestions, and we will reply. If there's something that we're not clear on when we get into LinkedIn right now, put in the comments, message us, and then we'll send you the rest of the information that we didn't cover.
That's perfect. I like that.
Yeah.
I think business owners will appreciate that for sure.
They better. It's a lot better than, I know we have a lot of gamers here, and
Sure
I
we
love
do.
all our guys.
Yeah.
But do you want to work on your business, or do you want to go play Halo tonight? Right? So come on, guys. Work on your business.
Yeah, make it happen.
Let's talk LinkedIn.
Yeah, LinkedIn. I've been teaching a couple different companies this book right here. It's called The Ultimate LinkedIn Messaging Guide. It's by Daniel Disney. Okay, and this is his subtitle: How to Use Written, Audio, Video, and In-Mail Messages to start more conversations and increase sales. What happens on LinkedIn, guys, don't do what the 95% do.
Oh, my God. It drives me crazy.
What they're trying to do is this hard sell stuff, and I would say even a bad use of AI.
Horrible.
Horrible. Where the first thing I would say is it's a relationship platform.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to be able to probably cut down on the gas bill, allow you to do some outreach, but if you don't know how to do that or haven't had success in doing it, it's all in that book. I'm going to tag this podcast for Daniel Disney, who's in I believe the UK, but he did a phenomenal job putting this thing together, really knowing the sales strategy. But again, it goes back to it's a relationship build.
Yep.
And as far as LinkedIn is concerned, we've helped businesses build on this.
Yeah.
One of them is Flock Off.
Yeah.
Which that's been, I would say, 95 to 98% LinkedIn building. It's a global.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's one of our first testimonials. And to see that company go from zero to millions
International. Not just here in Arizona or the Southwest, but international.
No.
You guys have systems in Heathrow
That's right.
Airport.
That's right.
In London. They're closing deals in, what was it, Belgium or Denmark?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's global. Yeah, a lot of the UK. But what's cool is the traction that's built. It's these principles right here. It did not happen without consistency.
Yep.
Without the team rowing in the same direction.
Yeah.
A lot of tips and tricks there. A lot of people will just try LinkedIn for like a month, maybe 3 months, and they're like, this doesn't work.
Yeah.
And the thought there is it's really simple. 15 minutes a day of LinkedIn activity. If you have a sales force or if you're just a single owner operator, you put the time in, you're going to get a return on investment.
Yep. Yeah. And I myself am a living testimony to that. Before you and I merged,
That's right.
with my social media agency, my first clients were all through my LinkedIn efforts. They were all through my LinkedIn efforts.
Didn't know that.
And I did exactly what you just said, Wyatt. 15 minutes a day, establishing new connections, and I would customize a message to them. And here, write this down, everybody. My custom messages were one of two things. One, I have a new website. I would love to get your input on it as a professional, and all my buddies are telling me it's great, but I want an established connection. Tell me what you think about my website. Or two, hey, thanks for connecting with me on LinkedIn. Here's my Facebook page. Where else can I follow you on social media so we can help each other out? That's exactly what I said, either one of the two messages, and it grew my audience. Everywhere I went around town, people would say, I know you from somewhere. I know you from, you're the guy who messaged me on LinkedIn. And I still have friends and people I network with from 8 years ago just doing just that.
They know Sean.
Yeah.
Sean's like a local celebrity here.
I am a little bit of celebrity.
Well, just to add that, here's a take home too, is when you do your outreach, once you get a connection,
Yeah.
some like you're all excited. Hey, I got this connection. Give it a little, a little time, maybe a day or two,
Exactly.
and then make it about them on the next outreach.
Yes.
So when you outreach, I want you to install the LinkedIn app on your phone. Why? Because only with that LinkedIn app on your phone can you record a personalized video message. So it can only be very short in length, but you can say, hey, this is Sean or this is Lily. I looked at your profile. It was awesome. I can see that we both went to the same school. We did this. We know the same people. So now it's about them and not about you. And then, have some sort of a hook to get it what I call offline.
Yeah.
When I say offline, how can you have a phone call, a visit, a
coffee.
a Zoom call,
Yeah.
a coffee, whatever it
Yeah.
is? And, most of the Swarmcast is going to apply to people in local geographies, right? And I know it's more of a business to business. We like to call it a B2B play, but not all the times. There's a lot of Facebook groups, right, for pest control in areas. We hear about Nextdoor, and those are great tools.
Right.
I'm not saying don't do that.
Right.
But, for some PCOs, they want commercial accounts, like HOAs. What would it do for your PCOs if you picked up an HOA because you were able to reach out to the director on LinkedIn and really have a conversation or entertain that? We're doing that right now with one of our pest control companies right now, and they're expanding into Phoenix
Yeah.
by this method.
Yeah.
So I'm just giving you some ideas
Yeah.
as you're thinking about building your PCO. Are you going after commercial? Does it
Right.
make sense? Does it not? And even if it's not a commercial play, you can still pick up residential accounts through HOAs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to take that a step further, Wyatt.
Okay.
When I was reaching out, 'cause I have like 9,300 connections on LinkedIn.
Yep.
Not bad, right?
That's not bad
but
at all.
there was a strategy. My first sphere that I really wanted was local. My idea behind that is that you never know who you're going to run into,
That's right.
right? My job for you in this town and for myself before that was to become 1 degree away from everybody in town.
Oh, wow.
That's essentially my job.
Okay.
Right? Everybody else, everything else that Lily and I do together in social media, that's stuff we can keep up on, whatever. But my job partially is to be kind of the face and the go-to, the guy that I know that works for Swarm. I know that guy. I'm connected with him on LinkedIn. LinkedIn has helped me set up so many cups of coffee at local coffee houses. It's ridiculous, right? And I didn't care at first who I really met because I knew they knew somebody, right? And I want everybody to be a billboard for me. Sean, he's a great guy. He's this, he's that. Most people, there's like 2% of the people out there that don't like me, but it's more of a personal thing, right? But most people go to bat for me.
You're right. You're right.
And I'm just, I think as an owner of a pest control business or a general manager or whatever, if you're in that upper tier, your job is to become 1 degree away from everybody in town, and LinkedIn is your vehicle to do that job.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's excellent advice. And come to think of it, every time I see you on LinkedIn or I do an outreach, I see you connected to them already. So I'm like, darn, he beat me again.
Yeah.
He beat me again.
Yeah.
No, it's good that we have that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because it becomes that network, right? In the old days, it used to be called the Black Book.
Right.
LinkedIn is your book. Now,
Lily's wondering what we're talking about.
yeah. Well, a lot of people aren't using Sales Navigator. And what is Sales Navigator? It's just a way to build your list, right? You also have an opportunity to use it kind of like a CRM.
Right.
To do outreach, you have to have Sales Navigator if you're going to get what are called in-mail credits.
Yeah.
About $100 a month.
Yeah.
The way I justify it on the accounting spreadsheet is close one deal a year using it.
Yeah.
And it pays for itself, right?
Yeah.
But what's nice about that is if there's like a local celebrity or a social influencer or somebody in your community, you can do an in-mail. Just think of it like you paid for email to do some outreach to a local celebrity.
Right.
In business. Let's just call them they're a somebody. That will just imagine them having their LinkedIn. If they're a user, you can see if they are. You get one shot to send them an in-mail. And they'll either respond or they don't. But that's a good way to open up some new opportunities that maybe you haven't had a chance to.
Right. Yeah. And if you're thinking about, okay, how else could I utilize LinkedIn?
Yeah.
You can run ads on LinkedIn just like you can on Facebook, right?
That's right.
The caveat of that is that you're not going to get the same amount of reach or impressions that you would on Facebook, dollar per dollar. But the targeting is super creepy and super highly focused, that you'll have a higher quality of people that you've reached and higher impressions, right?
That's right.
So that's another thing about LinkedIn. I still think today is one of the most underutilized platforms out there.
And who owns it?
Was it Microsoft? Or
That's right.
Yeah.
Microsoft purchased it, for $28 billion?
Yeah.
That says a lot.
Yeah.
Says a lot. I'm going to share one chapter title, and I think it's probably fun for sales folks out there. It's called The ABCs of Social Selling. Mr. Disney, Daniel Disney, he said, always be connecting. That's the ABC rule.
Wow.
And that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
That there's a bonus piece for you.
Yeah.
Read the book. It will not be a waste of your time. What I like about it is the chapters are pretty thin. Like they're not full of a lot of fluff.
Right.
They tell you exactly what to do. And being in sales for a long time, I know me and Sean have been sales guys for a long time. It's nice to always get methods, but the ABCs is a play off of a Saturday Night Live skit, I believe, or a movie.
Yeah, it is.
The
That's gonna drive me
ABCs,
crazy now.
Yeah, the ABCs of selling, but always be connecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that a lot better than always be closing.
That's what it was. Always be coffee's for closers. That's what it was.
Yeah. Always be closing.
Always
Which
be
I
closing.
really don't agree. I'm more into establishing relationships and rapport and
100%.
Yeah. But that's probably another podcast right there as far as how to sell.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Now, one of the books that we were recommended, I can't wait to talk about, is this one. Yeah. This is a big one that's out there. $100 million offers, good enough for Arnold Schwarzenegger. Alex Hormozi wrote it, and I'm just flipping through it. I was like, "Wow, I'm pretty excited about this one. I can't wait to share some of the knowledge there." We'll save that for another podcast. But this has been a great show. Is there anything else we're going to cover today?
I don't know.
Yeah.
What are your plans this weekend to celebrate the big birthday?
I don't have much plans. Just watching my brother play.
Yeah, the defensive end, right?
Yeah, an outside linebacker. Ooh. His name's Justice Maddox, if you want to. When he's famous one day.
So there's a funny story behind that because he was on the local news this weekend, but they got his name wrong.
Yeah, they called him Justin. It's Justice.
Yeah, so at least we got his name right on our podcast.
Yes, yeah. I'll show this to him.
Can I share a real story? We were the premier sponsor of an event, and it was thousands of dollars, and they got our company name wrong.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't too happy about that. I'm like, how do you
What did they say?
I don't even remember. I just remember
it was wrong.
Yeah, you're waiting for that one moment. I'm giving back to the community, and it's being announced, and they get it wrong. I was like, oh, that was like not a good idea. But probably, almost equivalent to getting it wrong. That's
he'll have more opportunities,
Yeah.
I'm sure. If he keeps playing hard, doing well,
he's gonna crush it.
He'll be up there.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah, so thank you for everybody to listen in on Swarmcast episode 3. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Wyatt.
Awesome.
And remember, any questions or comments, or if you need any verification on anything, more information on what we just said, put it in the comments, direct message us, however you want to get a hold of us, please do so. We'll put our phone number for Swarm in the descriptions. So if you're watching this on YouTube, it'll be there. It'll be on all of our teasers and trailers. Let's do that, Lily. Make sure we put the phone number. It'll be on your LinkedIn feed, your Facebook feed, and you're following us on Instagram as well. So this is going to be awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in. And remember, whether you're dealing with termites, ants, or the challenges of entrepreneurship, Swarm Pest Control Marketing has your back. And if you're hungry for more pest control marketing goodness, head over to swarmpestcontrolmarketing.com for additional resources, guides, and insights tailored to your business's growth.